What's up? It's time for the Week 10 preview show. What's up? I am going to talk about the Week 8 matchups really quick. I was traveling for work, so I didn't do a preview show last week, so I'm sorry about that. Um, Pretty much all you need to know about Week 8 is that it was rivalry week, and so we have a few updated team names. Brady beat my team, so I am no longer the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I am now the butt fumbling foot fetishers, which fits perfectly since I'm a Jets fan. So pretty good name by Brady there. And Brady is back to 40 ounces and a lot of bush. The other change was Tony beat Malm, so Malm's team is now named Malm Stafford Infection, and Tony is now Make It Dwayne on Them Bows. So the other two matchups were the same as last time. Jonna beat Ring somehow. I don't know how, but I guess Ring just cannot beat Jonna for some reason. And Josh beat Katie, so nothing changed there. That's all I got for the Week 8 matchups. The names will be changed again back to whatever you want come playoff time, so we can all have a little pride during the playoffs. So there's that. I guess now we'll take a look at the Week 9 matchups. Our first Week 9 matchup, Malm's team, who's now Malm Stafford Infection, destroyed my team, the butt fumbling foot fetishers, by a score of 149.3 to 104.5. Fun fact, Malm was led in scoring by Andre Johnson with 54.9, which is actually the highest point total, or the highest score by any player in the league this season. And I was led in scoring by AJ Green with 23.8. Our next matchup was between Tony and Brady. Tony won this matchup 111 to 90.5. Tony was led in scoring by Andrew Luck with 24.8, and Brady was led in scoring by Matt Forte with 28.9. That's Tony's third win in a row, so he's making his run right now, fighting for that top spot in the division. So he's definitely a force to be reckoned with right now. Our third matchup, Josh's team of JJ's, took down Ring's team, Nutcracker's Bitch, by a score of 170.2 to 130.7. Ring was led in scoring by Pierre Garcon with 24.2, and Josh was led in scoring by Jimmy Graham with 37.6. Ring drops two in a row and loses all momentum that he previously had. And our final matchup this week was between Katie and Jonna. Katie won this matchup 119.1 to 71.9. Jonna was led in scoring by Emmanuel Sanders with 15.8. That's usually not a good sign if Emmanuel Sanders is your highest scorer. And Katie was led in scoring by Gio Bernard with 26.4. That will about do it for the Week 9 matchups. Here's a look at the standings in the East after Week 9. My team is still in first place in the division, even though I'm on a 2-game losing streak right now. I have a 6-3 record and a 1-game lead over Tony, who was in second place. He has a 5-4 record now. Like I said earlier, he's got a 3-game winning streak, so he's definitely on the prowl right now. Malm Stafford Infection is tied for second with a 5-4 record. He would lose the tiebreaker to Tony because Tony has scored more points, although that margin is very slim. And rounding out the East, but definitely not out of it, is Brady's team, 40 ounces and a lot of bush. He has got a 3-6 record, but it's definitely still good enough to keep him in the hunt. In the West Division, Josh's team of JJ's, is still on top with a 6-3 record. Katie's team won this week, but lost to Josh a couple weeks ago. So falls a game behind Josh. It's got a 5-4 record, but could definitely take that top spot with a good victory coming up. So that's still a close fight for the top there. Third place in the West is Nutcracker's Bitch with a 3-6 record, who I thought was doing pretty well, but has kind of derailed as of late. So we'll have to see if he can pick that back up. And rounding out the West is Jonna with a 3-6 record, who I am not positively sure is even checking her team right now. Here are the Week 9 power rankings. As you can see, it says that no one changed from last week, and that's because I didn't actually run the power rankings last week. So I apologize for that. You'll just have to look for yourself and see where you were last time and go from there. But anyways, Josh's team, Team BJJ's, remains on top for the 9th week in a row. No surprise there. My team is in second with a 6-3 record. I have scored 1,195 points, we'll say. Making his way towards the top is Tony's team with a 5-4 record and 1,189 points on the season. And fourth place is Mom's team, who is also doing pretty well as of late. He's also got a 5-4 record and just scored a few points less, like I said a little bit earlier. That margin between him and Tony is very slim, so we'll have to see if he can make that up this week. Fifth place is Katie's team with a 5-4 record. Dropped a few spots from recent weeks, but she's definitely still in the mix, so we'll have to see if she can make a run towards the top. Sixth place is Brady's team with a 3-6 record. He still scored the second most points in the league, but that low record is just bringing him down a bit. Seventh place, we have Nutcracker's Bitch at 3-6, and eighth place, we have Brothel Nutcracker at 3-6. All right, it's time for the Week 9 stat of the week. I'm also going to do a Week 8 stat of the week, which is that Jonna beat Ring in Week 8, and she had multiple people score 0 points. So that's, I think, 2 times now that Jonna has won a matchup with more than one of her players scoring 0 points. I don't know how it's happening, but I guess it works for Jonna, so keep starting Doug Martin, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. But the Week 9 stat of the week is about the divisions right now. I switched up the divisions at the end of last year, and the standings are actually pretty crazy right now. In the East Division, the top scorer and the bottom scorer of those 4 teams, which is me, Tony, Malm, and Brady, there's only a 20-point difference separating all 4 of us. So it's a pretty slim margin. It shows how even these teams are this year. But the West Division, consisting of Josh, Katie, Ring, and Jonna, is separated by just over 400 points. So it kind of sucks to be in the East because, as you probably all know, 3 teams from each division go to the playoffs. So while the East Division might be scoring more points, one of those teams will be guaranteed a spot in the Sacco Bowl, which kind of sucks. But I just thought that point difference was pretty crazy. And judging by a total points look, the East has scored 4,758 points this season, and the West has scored 4,457 points for a 300-point difference. Here's a look at the projected playoff bracket if the playoffs were to start next week. The top 2 seeds would be Josh's team at number 1 and my team at number 2. We would both have first-round byes. The 3rd seed would be Tony's team. Make it Dwayne on them bows. The 4th seed would be Mom's team, Mom Stafford Infection. The 5th seed would be Katie's team, You're in Trouble. And the 6th seed would be Brady's team, 40 ounces and a lot of bush. And as I'm looking at this right now, apparently the whole theory that 3 teams from each division go to the playoffs is false, because it looks like if the playoffs started next week, both Ring and Jonna would be left out. So apparently it's just the top 6 teams at the end of the year, which is a surprise to me. Maybe it's always been that way. I don't think I changed it. So anyways, this is a look at the projected playoff bracket as of Week 9. All right, so now I'll take a look at the Week 9 or Week 10 matchups. First matchup, Tony is against me this week. I am 6-3 and he is 5-4, so this should be a pretty good matchup. Taking a look at the standings, if he were to beat me by more than 5 points, he would be in first place in the division, or he would at least overtake me. It kind of depends on what Mom does too. So regardless, if Tony beats me by more than 5, I will no longer be in first place. So it's kind of a big matchup for both of us. I'm kind of sucking ass right now, and Tony's kicking ass. So hopefully I will switch things up this week, but we'll have to see about that. Second matchup, Brady's team is against Malm's team. This is also a pretty big matchup because there's only 4 regular season games left. So if Brady wants to increase his seed in the playoffs or make the playoffs or whatever, or if he wants to fight for a first round bye even, he's got to get a win this week. So pretty big matchup for both of those teams. Malm also has a chance to take the first spot in the division. So it's a pretty important week for all 4 teams in that one. So it should be pretty exciting to see what goes down. In the other division, we've got, let's see, Josh against Jonna, which should be a barn burner. As of right now, Josh is actually, this might surprise you, but Josh is only projected to win by 100 points. So we'll have to see what can go down. I'm also going to take this time to make sure that Jonna is still alive. So if you are alive, respond to this video, because I noticed that Doug Martin is still in your lineup, and he's been hurt for like 3 weeks now. So maybe check on your team. But hey, like I said earlier, you've won multiple times when multiple people score 0. So if that's your strategy, go for it. I just want to know that you're doing okay. Final matchup in Week 10 is Ring's team, Nutcracker's Bitch, against Katie's team. You're in trouble. I think this one's projected to be pretty close so far, so we'll have to see what can go down there. I think this one will have a pretty big spot in playoff positions too, because right now Ring would be out of the playoffs, but with the win, he can start making his way back in. So pretty big matchups for everyone this week, so we'll have to see who can get victories in Week 10. Good luck to everybody. I think that's probably all I have for the preview show this week. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So, Jonna, reply to this video if you are alive. And other than that, good luck to everybody in Week 10.